Welcome, dear listeners, to another episode of the Mindofruba podcast, where we delve into the depths of our minds to explore the beauty of poetry, storytelling, and the pursuit of happiness. I'm your host, Rubezuddin, and I invite you to join me on this journey of creativity, inspiration, and the search for peace, where I hope I can bring a smile to your face. In today's episode, we have crafted stories that aim to touch your hearts. Through the art of storytelling, we hope to foster a sense of sincerity and encourage your creative spirit to soar high. Each word and every phrase we share today has been carefully chosen to awaken the dormant dreams, hopes, and aspirations that reside deep within us all. It is my sincere desire that this episode becomes a respite from the chaos of the world, offering you a momentary escape into the world of pure imagination, where happiness and peace intertwine. If you experience anger often, then you will want to know how to manage this anger. The first thing you should do is identify triggers. What is it that makes you angry? If you manage to identify that, then you will be able to cope better the next time you get triggered. The second thing is warning signs. You should think about the physical warning signs of anger that you experience. Perhaps your heart beats faster or your face feels hot. Or maybe you begin to clench your fists. You also might notice some cognitive changes. Perhaps your mind races or you begin seeing red. By recognizing your warning signs, you have the opportunity to take immediate action and prevent yourself from doing or saying things that create bigger problems. You will be able to control yourself so that you don't regret your actions. Learn to pay attention to how you're feeling, even if it's hard. Take it slowly, and soon you will get better at recognizing and dealing with your anger. Number 3 would be to talk to somebody. Some people in your life have calming effects on you. Therefore, talking through an issue or expressing your feelings to that person may be helpful. Just make sure that you're working on developing a solution or reducing your anger, not just venting, because it can backfire and you'll be at the starting point again. When talking to someone, remember that they are not the cause of your anger, and try your best to not release your anger on them. Also, ask them if they are mentally available for you to talk with them. They might have something going on in their life as well. Now, the fourth step is to walk or exercise. Anger gives you a rush of energy, and working out can burn off extra tension. Aerobic activity reduces stress, which might help improve your frustration tolerance. Additionally, exercise allows you to clear your mind. You may find that after a long run or a hard workout, you have a clearer perspective on what was troubling you. Exercise has been scientifically proven to boost your mental health and wellness. I've always heard that exercise is beneficial and that it helps you mentally, but I never seemed to take much interest in it. However, this year I joined the gym, and honestly, it is the best thing I did for myself. It helped me clear my mind so much, and it had also allowed me to be more productive. So give it a try. Trust me, you will feel better after a good exercise. Okay, so if all the past steps are not working out for you, I would suggest to step away from the situation. Trying to win an argument in an unhealthy situation will only fuel your anger. Walking away from a triggering situation can be an excellent way to take control of your anger. Time out, breathe, and just leave. When you need to step away, explain that you aren't trying to dodge difficult subjects, but that you're working on managing your anger. After stepping away and taking a deep breath, it is time to reframe your thinking. Your thoughts and behaviors can either fuel your emotion or they can reduce them. So if you want to shift your emotional state away from anger, you can change what you're thinking about and what you're doing. Without fuel, the fire inside you will begin to dwindle and you will feel calmer. Talking about fire and fuel, I have a poem titled Burned, which speaks about the anger I used to have towards a certain person. This human has affected my childhood so much. However, my life only began when they left, so I am grateful for them. Grateful that they left. Younger me would not think so, but I have matured, and I believe that it is a blessing. It was a blessing from God that they are not around me anymore. So here it is. Burned. Oh, hellfire, you, the fire you planted into me, I never realized till now, that seed that you sneakily put into me. Every day, right with you in mind, my hate keeps on growing even when I am forgiving. I keep on wanting to forgive, but God, I hate you. Am I supposed to forgive you? Say that you were a child and that we all make mistakes? It is alright if I don't want to. Do you even regret what you have done? Every letter bleeds into the paper, causing the paper to suffer and feel. Every word holds meanings that weren't supposed to be uttered but was loudly uttered. And pain then flows like the rivers by my house. And every line is about you who I don't want to write about anymore. Every single nerve in my mind is writing about you, whether it was intentional or not. I might be the one who loves to never forget. But when one has fire growing into them, when one has fire thrown into them to grow and be a garden of hell, then who is at fault? Who? I wasn't able to ignore the pain that person put into my life. And since I was young, I never knew what I was supposed to do with this feeling. The good thing about me was that I wrote a lot. I always wrote down my feelings and emotions. I never thought about if I sounded good, and all what I did was right and right and right. It was a healthy outlet that I learned by myself for myself at such a young age. Now that I'm older, I read a lot into it and learned that it is scientifically proven to be healthy. I was surprised that my own mind knew how to heal me and help me without learning about such things in school. It is a beautiful thing. Pain turned me into who I am today. And I believe that the current me is so beautiful. I have been through a lot, but every day I learn a new lesson, and every day I grow stronger, and so can you. It is never late to learn. You can be 70 and learn about your personality and your own coping mechanism. Trust me, it is never late to live a better life. Always acknowledge your underlying emotions, since anger often serves as a protective mask to help you avoid feeling more painful emotions like embarrassment, sadness, and disappointment. Responding in anger usually doesn't accomplish anything except pushing people away. Avoid suppressing your anger. If you do suppress it, you are likely to cause even more stress by denying your anger altogether. It will get easier, and soon you will be able to understand yourself more than ever. It is very important to understand your personality because it guides you through life, through this life. You are stronger than you believe you are. You are. As we reach the end of our journey together, I hope you feel inspired and refreshed, as if you've taken a deep breath of the purest air that nature has to offer. Remember, happiness is not a destination, but a state of mind we can cultivate and embrace. By nurturing our creativity and finding solace in poetry and storytelling, we can tap into a wellspring of joy that resides within us all. Thank you for joining me today on this voyage of words and emotions. I encourage you to carry the light of happiness and peace that you've discovered here into your daily lives, spreading it like ripples in a calm lake, touching the hearts and minds of those around you. Before we part ways, I would like to express my deepest gratitude to each and every one of you, my dear friends, for your unwavering support. Your presence makes this journey worthwhile, and I hope to continue inspiring you in the pursuit of happiness and the celebration of creativity. Thanks for listening. If you've enjoyed this episode and you'd like to help support the podcast, please share it with others, post about it on social media, and leave a rating and review. To catch all the latest from me, you can follow me on my Instagram account at Mindofruba. Until we meet again, may your days be filled with joy, your hearts overflow with peace, and your minds dance with the beauty of endless possibilities. This has been the Mindofruba podcast, and I bid you farewell with a promise to return soon, ready to embark on another enchanting adventure together. Don't forget, the goal here is to smile.